This is the KOBK News for December 1915. We start with a sad tragedy in the story of H.O. Lucas. Lucas in court finally confessed to the murder of Philip Meehan of Dubuque, Iowa on October 9, 1914. Both were workers at the state orphanage at the time. We had learned earlier that Edward Samboni of the firm C. Samboni & Sons had visited Lucas in jail and had recognized him as the man he had sold a revolver to the day of the tragedy. Lucas had been brought back to Owatonna by Sheriff Fisher from Fort Wayne, Indiana, where Lucas is originally from. Attorney W.F. Sawyer became his lawyer. At the trial, Lucas changed his tune and confessed to the murder of Philip Meehan. The two had troubles earlier. Lucas then came to the bed of Meehan that night and shot him. In the excitement following the shooting, Lucas made his escape and eventually returned to Fort Wayne until returning here. Lucas was then taken by Sheriff Fisher to Stillwater, where he will live out his life term for murder. On the lighter side of the news, in fact, quite literally, the News of the Northwest will now be showing at the Palace Theater. It will be officially known as the People's Press Northwest Weekly. Examples of events will be seen include Gopher football games, the Elks Convention, the State Bar Association in St. Cloud, and movies shown at the Corn Palace in Mitchell, South Dakota. This feature will show on Saturdays at the theater. The annual meeting of the Steele County Agricultural Fair Society was held recently. It was highly well attended, with President John Johnrus presiding. The annual report was read and adopted. George F. Darby reported that the Steele County Commissioners had purchased the Hutchison Farm south of the city. This sizable tract of land is available for fairgrounds. A committee of 12 was appointed to confer with the county commissioner as to the proposed fairgrounds and steps to be taken for improvements of the grounds. The question of the fairgrounds was discussed and was unanimously agreed with proper building and proper fencing. The Steele County Fair would be self-sustaining. In sports news, a big wrestling match is coming up Thursday between Jess Westergaard of Des Moines, Iowa, the current championship heavyweight of America, versus Henry Nelson of Austin, Minnesota, the current championship heavyweight of Minnesota. Leroy Holmes will be the referee. Westergaard is powerful in finish and in his prime, whereas Nelson is promising, and indeed, this promises to be an excellent match. There are some very good preliminary matches as well. This was Steve Groening reporting, wishing Merry Christmas to all.